Miko or Kanushi, Diev, and Druid. All that in this video. We're gonna test it out and see how it works. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Hi, what's up? This is Unbrave Gaming Hardcore and welcome back to another Tree of Savior video. And Miko, Diev, and Druid. So we're doing this one because I never really done anything about Miko and Diev. So it's a perfect time for this build video. And the main class is Diev. And I guess we'll start the video. So here's the Miko or Kanushi. And by the way, Kanushi is the male version of Miko, just in case you don't know. Then we have the Diev and Druid. And before we start, we're gonna be using Kedoran items that are given away for free. No cards and basic attributes only, so please keep that in mind. And yeah, we're only gonna cover the skills that are mainly used. And let's go start this, shall we? First off, Dievdirbys, or let's just call it Diev. So Diev is a class that specializes on carving wooden statues that helps you throughout the battle. And we took this because as I've said, this is the main class of this build. So let's start showing off the skills. Now, your main skill as a Diev is called Carve Owl. And what it does is make an owl statue that attacks enemies nearby. Kinda like a tower, but it attacks everything around it instead of one or an area like what it used to be before. It's different now. It attacks everything around. And you can only create up to 5 owl statues. And this skill is best used on instances when enemies are going for you, like in challenge mode or earth tower or something similar. And the attack of the owl statues are based off your magic attack or your int. The next skill is Statue of Goddess Semina or Semina, whatever you want. So what this skill does is make a statue that reduces SP consumption and make your SP recovery better. So keep this up when you can. The other statue skill is called Statue of Goddess Lima. And what it does is reduce skill cooldowns, increase enemy cooldown, and decrease enemy movement speed. And use this along with Semina statue. The next statue is Carve World 3. And this statue stops enemies from moving and attacking. So basically, they are sitting ducks waiting to be destroyed. The last statue skill is Statue of Goddess Ausrin. And this statue improves the capabilities of Semina, Lima, and Owl statue. And what it does to Lima and Semina is make the effects of those statues last, even though you're far away from the statue buffer. And this is how you use the Statue of Goddess Ausrin. You must use Ausrin's statue first before using Semina, Lima, and Owl statue. Because if you use the other statue first, then use the Statue of Goddess Ausrin, nothing will happen. So make sure you use Ausrin's statue first before using Lima, Semina, and the Owl statue if you wanted to benefit from the effect of Ausrin's statue. Okay, second class time, and it's Miko or Kanushi. So this class is a buffer support class with a bit of attack. And we took this because of one skill, and it's called Clap. And what it does is increase the duration of your statues, or what they call installation skills. And because of this, all of your statues can last for over a minute. And this is very useful because some of your statues don't really last that long. And with the help of Clap, they last a freaking while. Especially Carve World 3. And as you know, it stops enemies from moving and attacking. And because of Clap, you can keep this up. And I think we should mention the other notable Miko skills. And it's Omikuji and Kagura. So Omikuji is a critical buff. I know it's random, but mostly it's gonna boost your crit rate. So max this out. This is useful. And Kagura is a skill that increases magic damage. It's decent, but the problem is you can't do anything while holding Kagura. But when you have Clap, after summoning all the statues available to be summoned, I guess just dance away to victory. Now for the third class, Druid. And Druid is a class that's usually taken for its ability to transform to a human hybrid wolf. And that's the reason we took it. Because transforming to a human hybrid wolf increases your damage and crit rate. And as I've said, the owl statues are based off your magic attack. And transforming increases your damage, therefore increasing the damage of your owl statues, right? But I was wrong. Because as I was testing it, I noticed that it doesn't increase the magic damage even though it's written down there that it increases magic damage. The only thing that works is the crit rate increase, so I guess it still helps. So yeah. And the other bonus skills that we get from taking Druid is Cortasmata and Carnivory. So Cortasmata summons grass to attack enemies and heals allies. So it's good overall, very useful skill. And we use this in combination with Carnivory. Because anything affected by Cortasmata will spawn a attacking flower if Carnivory buff is active. So keep Carnivory off when Cortasmata is on. Another useful skill in the Druid class 3 is Terrea Trough, and what it does is increase your crit damage, both physical and magic. And unfortunately, while testing it, I saw that it doesn't affect the owl statue's crit damage. So I was like, oh no, another fail. But anyways, it works with the other skills, so I guess that's okay. And I guess we've stated the reason why those classes are here in this build. Now let's discuss the advantages and disadvantages. And for the advantages, or just advantage, the first one is, or the only one, is this is really good for challenge mode. Because you just stay put and create statues and you will be fine. You can actually solo challenge mode level 6 if you have a decent weapon, so that's good. Now for the disadvantages, and I can only think of a few. No, actually there's a lot. And the first one is, this sucks for boss fighting. Although it works, but it sucks in general, especially when the boss moves a lot. Another thing is, if the mobs are not aggressive or going after you, you're gonna have problems mobbing, because the usual mobs like outside the fields won't really go for you. And that's annoying. So you really need enemies that are going for you, you know, they are aggressive, or enemies that spawn on a tight place. That's why this is good for challenge mode. Another one is the Druid class. Yeah, the Druid class in here, because if you're like me who's slightly disappointed with Druid, try another class. You could try Exorcist because it works with Miko, or Oracle for utility. And you can try anything you want in this build because Miko and Dieb is the important classes in this build. So go crazy on replacing the third class. All in all, I do not recommend this build for doing a bunch of things in game. But this is really good in specifics like challenge mode. So I think this is worth checking out if you're curious. And that's it guys, that's another video. And of course, like, subscribe. Especially subscribe. And this is Unreal Gaming Hardcore. See you in the next one.